Okay, and now we have returned to the fan commentary of animated versus video game villains, starting at round 4. Let's go! So the first fight is Jafar versus Zinj. Uh, so Jafar, now back in the hand-drawn universe, well, on his mission of collecting all the princesses apart from Maleficent, because she assigns him for that. And since Xehanort did, tell her all about it. So he goes into the lair of Zinj where he finds Princess Daphne and believes that she be the princess he's looking for. And of course he's gonna have to play the hero just to fight this dragon to get Daphne. For those that have no idea where Princess Daphne or Zinj is from, they're from, as you can tell by the animation style, that does look similar to Don Bluth. So, yeah, even though it's a Don Bluth animation, it's actually a video game. Yeah, Don Bluth did a hand-drawn video game of Dragon Slayer. So, before there were hand-drawn games like, Cuphead, and I think that's the only thing I could think of. Before there was Cuphead, that was like a hand-drawn game, there was Dragon Slayer. And it's basically about you play as this knight named Dirk, I think that's his name, has to save the princess. It's a game that's really hard to beat. Not really hard. Like, you had to click any buttons to get the character to move. But if you miss it, you get killed. It's like a very struggle game. What makes it struggle is that you admire the animation, but if you just too distracted, you're not gonna know which direction to go at. Because you're gonna end up getting killed or impaled or whatever. And yeah, it's kind of weird that Don Bluth made a design of Daphne look like this. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. So it's a game that was in arcade, and now you get to play it on either like a Wii console or maybe a PlayStation console or anything, maybe something like that. And Dragon Slayer is not the only one that's a Don Bluth video game, but there's also Space Ace. I'll leave the link down below to Nostalgia Critics playing of Dragon Slayer, and you guys might get it. Plus, there was a Kickstarter of, I think Don Bluth told Nostalgia Critic he needs all the donation of a charity to fund his animated movie of Dragon Slayer. Yeah, and I think it finally did it. And it was picked up by Netflix, and they wanted to make a live action. I'm like, why are you changing it to live action when Don Bluth wants to make a return of 2D hand-drawn? There is a petition for that, if you guys have seen that. I'll leave the link to that also. Although it has made me question if we're ever going to use Dragon Slayer, so yeah, turns out, yeah, it was in animated versus video game villains. Although I think Fattest Caddis is planning to use Dragon Slayer and Space Ace into non-Disney versus Marvel villains. That's what she told me. And Delamon, too. And Jafar manages to kill him. Jafar wins. And not sure what he's angry about. I guess she's not the princess that Jafar's looking for. And did he just kill Daphne? Dang! Okay, now for the next fight in the CGI round, we got Galaxar versus General Skunkgape. So we see Galaxar is awakened and he's gonna take over the planet Earth. Well, even though I know in the description, I doubt there'll be a 2D animation of monsters versus aliens. Come on. It says here that Galaxar arrives in the video game dimension and decides to conquer a primitive planet. It's just more like he's woken up. I mean, can't you just say it's a CGI dimension instead? I'm just, I'm just asking. So, one thing I think it's an interesting fight. You got Galax Opera Monsters versus Alien fighting against this an evil space gorilla from Sam and Max, the Telltale game, fighting against him. I'll leave the link down below to that video game of Sam and Max dealing with General Skunk. Okay, so because he sends that pod, it's been forever since I've seen Monsters vs. Aliens. Yeah, he sends his robot down to Earth, but it looks like Skunk Ape has a trick up his sleeve. And it gets decapitated just like in the movie. And then we get this line from General Skunk Ape, oh, so he wins. Yep. Okay, now for the next fight is Pete versus Wario. Oh, now this should be interesting too. So, I think in the description that Wario heard about Bowser fought against Hades and he wants to fight one of Maleficent's allies, and his target is Pete. There he is. I guess Pete was just minding his own business, like, what should I play? Or something like that. I guess now he's going to deal with Wario. Well, he got his ray gun. But Pete's already prepared, and he summoned the Heartless. The guard armor. It's still interesting that the Heartless are siding with the animated villains, especially the Disney villains. Well, but the only non-Disney villain on Maleficent's group is Tai Long, who is technically just a DreamWorks villain. Okay, it's powering up, and blast! Oh, it took down all the arms and legs already, and there goes its heart. It's like, come at me, bro. It's like, I'll get you next time. Okay, now for the next fight. Oh yeah, and Wario wins. It's Cortex versus Ghost Freak. Okay, in the description, there's no plot in this one. It's due to an editing glitch. This had to be re-uploaded. I checked and the video was unavailable. So it says, apologies for the trouble. Please skip to 440 for the start of the next battle. Nah. So it has been. I'm just gonna go around and watch this while I talk about two things about, between the characters and the medias. So it has been forever since I played Crash Bandicoot, the PlayStation 2 I hadn't played on there, and I know it has a remastered one, so I'm really hoping to play that game just to feel the nostalgia, even though it's a remastered version. Ghost Freak again, I never watched Ben 10, but I am kind of planning on watching it, just to get the DVD collections. So, what was that? I think I heard Hugo's whining. I'm sure it's fine. I guess Ghost Freak just wants that crystal. Or something like that. Sorry, I just feel a little distracting. Okay, now for the next fight is Maleficent versus Brag. So Maleficent was off to find Xehanort until she finds him got kidnapped. And it turns out it was Brag. Or Brag. And, hold on, let me read the description. It makes me forget because I heard Hugo whining because he thought it was Grandma coming back. So, wanted to get blah blah blah. I already read that part. Who says he wants to take down a big faction leader? Yeah, that's what Bragg is saying. He wants to take down the big faction leader. That'd be Maleficent. Interesting, you got Maleficent, who was a Kingdom Hearts villain in there. Well, originally a Disney movie villain from Sleeping Beauty, became a major Disney Kingdom Hearts villain, fighting against an original Kingdom Hearts villain, not from any Disney movie or anything like that, just from a game. Hold on.
One more step and the coop goes boom. You think I'm gonna fight fair?
Yeah, he probably won't. I mean, we all know Bragg or Xigbar wouldn't fight fair. Looks like dang! Almost makes you think she was going to disappear, but no, she just tricked him. And she freed Xehanort. Yep, there goes his eye. Aw, I was hoping to see him jump like a grasshopper. But oh well, I think I'm going to stop right here. So see you guys in the next part of this commentary.